Hello again. If you've been with me, you know we're talking about some hard subjects, and today is one of those first 30 days after infidelity. If you've recently discovered that your partner has been unfaithful, the first days afterwards can feel like emotional chaos. Your mind might be racing, your body feels shaky or numb. You might find yourself asking the same question over and over again. How could this happen? How long has this been going on? Was it anything ordinary to you? Many women describe those first days after discovering infidelity as feeling like their entire world has suddenly collapsed. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to hear something very important. Those first 30 days after discovering infidelity are often the most emotionally disorienting stage of betrayal trauma. What you are experiencing right now is not weakness. It's not overreacting. It is your brain and your body trying to process profound emotional shock. So today let's look at what the first 30 days after discovering infidelity might look like. What it actually looks like and what you need during this incredibly difficult time. Welcome to Betrayal Coaching. I'm a betrayal trauma coach, and for more than 25 years, I've worked with women navigating the devastating discovery of infidelity in their marriage. The day someone discovers an affair, or porn use, or prostitutes is often called Discovery Day. For many women, that day has become a dividing line of their life story, life before discovery and life after. One of the things that surprises many betrayed partners, just how intense this emotional and physical reaction can be during this first month. And the reason for that is called betrayal trauma. Betrayal trauma is when the person you trusted most suddenly becomes the source of deep emotional pain. Your nervous system reacts as if a major threat has entered your life. So understanding this can help you approach those early days with compassion towards yourself rather than self-judgment. So let's look at the shock of discovery. Discovery is often experienced as a shock to the entire nervous system. Many women remember the exact moment they found out. They remember where they were and what they were doing. Maybe it was seeing a text message. Maybe it was overhearing a conversation. Or maybe their spouse confessed. Whatever the situation, discovery can feel like an emotional earthquake. In a single moment, your understanding of your relationship can change. Your brain immediately begins to try making sense of what just happened. You might replay that moment of discovery again and again. You might start reviewing past memories through a completely different lens. Conversations that once seemed normal suddenly feel suspicious. Your brain is trying to rebuild its understanding of reality And that process can feel exhausting and overwhelming. So let's look at the emotional storm. Those first 30 days after discovering infidelity are often filled with intense emotional swings. You might experience feelings of anger, grief, shock, fear, confusion, sadness. Sometimes these emotions change very quickly on a dime. You might feel intense anger at one moment and then deep sadness the next. Many women feel emotionally flooded. Others feel numb or disconnected. And both responses are common. Your nervous system is trying to process something that fundamentally disrupts your sense of emotional security, of safety. So because of that, your body may also respond physically. You might notice difficulty speaking. You might notice difficulty sleeping. It's okay to take sleeping pills or melatonin or something to help. It's just for a time. You might experience a loss of appetite or difficulty concentrating, anxiety, panic, physical and mental exhaustion, maybe gut issues. Your body is trying to process an emotional experience. So your body is going to react. None of these symptoms are uncommon in betrayal trauma. So you might have questions that start taking over your mind. Some of the hardest parts of this first month are the constant questioning. Your mind might be consumed with questions like, how long did this go on for? Was there more than one person? Does anyone else know? Why wasn't I enough? Many women start questioning themselves. Again, very normal. Was I naive? Did I miss the signs? Or you start looking for signs. When that happened, was the affair going on? When he said this, was he really going to meet this affair partner? I don't need to put questions in your mind. You're coming up with them all on your own. How could I have trusted him? These questions become overwhelming, but it is important to know, to understand that your brain is trying to rebuild a sense of safety. When trust is broken, your brain is searching for information that might explain what happened. Unfortunately, answers alone rarely bring peace, especially in the early stages. Healing usually begins not with the answers, but with stabilization and support. So, what you need in the first 30 days, let's talk about that. Instead of trying to immediately solve the future of your marriage, the most helpful focus during this first month is stabilization. There are 3 areas that matter the most. Stabilizing your nervous system. Your body has experienced emotional shock. Practices that calm your nervous system can make a meaningful difference. That's slow breathing, gentle movement, spending time outdoors, prayer, meditation, journaling, using some somatic exercises, yoga. These are all practices to help your brain move out of the survival mode. So Another thing that you need is safe support. Betrayal trauma is incredibly difficult to carry alone. Many women feel embarrassed, shamed, or ashamed about what happened. If you're in a small town, there are more layers to carry and wonder about. But isolation usually makes the pain worse. So, safe support might include trusted friends, friends who are not giving you advice but allowing you to make your decisions in your time, in your way. A counselor who understands betrayal trauma and sexual integrity issues. A trauma-informed coach. Or a recovery group. Support reminds you that you are not alone in this experience. You feel alone. You feel like you're the only one. But let me assure you, there are many, many women out there who are experiencing the same or similar experiences as you. And the brave ones will look for support. So in all of this, give yourself time. One of the most common mistakes in the early days after discovery is trying to make life decisions immediately. Some will end the marriage immediately. Others will move away. Others will quit their job and everything, quit their church, quit their support systems. And the questions that you are asking during this time are, should I stay? Should I leave? Can this marriage be saved? Can it survive? Those are all important questions, and they don't have to be answered in those first 30 days. The first 30 days are rarely the time when clarity about those decisions appear. Clarity often comes later as your nervous system begins to stabilize and you gain perspective of the whole situation. So, what healing begins to look like. If you can work through this with a counselor, coach, or in a group, or preferably all of the above, over time something begins to shift as you work through your somatic exercises. The intensity of the emotional waves begins to soften. Your mind becomes quieter, and your body begins to relax. Healing from betrayal trauma doesn't mean you're pretending the betrayal did not happen. It means you're learning how to process the pain that you're experiencing. It means you are learning how to rebuild your sense of safety and identity. Some couples will move toward reconciliation. Others take a different path. But in both situations, many betrayed partners discover a strength within themselves that they did not know they possessed. For women of faith, betrayal brings spiritual questions, especially if the affair happened in your church. You might be asking, why did this happen? Am I not enough? Did I not do enough? Scripture reminds us that God is close to the brokenhearted. And even in the seasons of deep pain, God walks with us through the process of healing and restoration. You may not see a path forward yet, but healing is possible. I've helped many, many hundreds, thousands of women over the last 25 years help regain their sense of self. Again, some marriages made it, majority of marriages made it. A lot of marriages didn't. And that depends on both the betrayer and the betrayed, and the work that they are willing to do or not do. So if you are navigating the aftermath of discovering infidelity, you don't have to go through this journey alone. I lead a recovery community for betrayed partners for women called Brave Warriors. Inside that program, we focus on understanding betrayal trauma, calming the nervous system, and helping women move toward healing and clarity. If you would like support during this season, you can learn more through the link in the description below. And if this video helped me today, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell so that YouTube will send you more videos like this. My goal is to help women move from shattered to strengthened after betrayal.